So I'm in Sahaib's bedroom right now. He's having his moment on his spinning chair. He's happy, he's content, which I thought gives me a moment to get this video done. This video is about Sahaib's autism signs between 12 to 18 months. I've already uploaded the 0 to 6 months and 6 to 12 months. And today I'm going to focus on the 12 to 18 months. Between 12 to 18 months, the lack of imitation, the not copying, not mimicking sounds was all still there. All that was still present, as I had already mentioned, between the 0 to 12 month videos. So that was still there. But one of the biggest things that I noticed between 12 to 18 months was the lack of speech. There's absolutely no words at all. Sahaib said nothing. And that was very alarming to me. And of course, not as much at 12 months as it was at 15 months and 16 and 17 months and so on. So that wasn't there. Couldn't follow simple instructions. There was still no pointing. There was still no gestures. There was still no waving goodbye and shaking hands and things like that. So that was all still there, but there was no speech. And then by this point, I went back to work. So Sahaib went back to nursery. Well, back to nursery. I mean, Sahaib started nursery. So my other children went to nursery as well. That's what in my head I'm thinking, back to nursery. So Sahaib joined nursery because I was back at work, and I remember raising it with the nursery staff that, oh, I feel there's a delay. The nursery staff reassured me that, Mom, we're getting this a lot with a lot of children at the moment. There are some delays because of COVID, and inshallah, now that he started nursery, he'll start catching up. So that reassured me. And then 2 months into it, I received a phone call from the nursery, and they said to me that they wanted to get Sahaib observed by the internal Senko. And this was the point where I remember feeling a lump in my throat, because, and I'm feeling it right now, I felt a lump in my throat because it was the first time somebody else had noticed. It was the first time somebody else saw, especially somebody more external, because by then I had conversations with my parents, for example, and Sahaib's dad about somewhat delays that I'm noticing. At that point, I was still nowhere near as worried or concerned, upset or grieving as I am now. But at the same time, there was a little bit of relief as well, because I thought, okay, maybe he'll get the support that he needs now. So he you know, I knew there was a delay, and I still don't remember thinking about autism as deeply, because I thought, no, he'll be okay, he's at nursery, they've noticed something, they're going to support him, inshallah, let's see how this goes. But I remember that was the first time I started to feel scared. I was worried, like, what's going to happen now? And then he started getting observed by the internal Senko. And then it was a few weeks later when I went to pick him up, and one of the nursery staff had a form ready for me to sign, saying that we're going to get the area Senko to come in and observe him now. And then my anxiety went up a level, and I started to worry more. I started to feel more scared, because they internally, as a nursery, had noticed that there was a scent issue, and they wanted to now get somebody in externally to start observing him. And this is where it all started. This is where the autism journey started. And if I'm honest, even at that point, I did not realize that it would or could be as profound. So hey, come on, let me talk. Can I just show you what he's doing? His coordination skills are very good. Oh, Sahaib, no, that's being a bit too... Sahaib, can we get down, please? Can we get down, please? Hold my hand. Let's come down. Good boy, let's get down. Look at that smile on your face. There we go. There we go. He's looking at the camera. You can see yourself. Can you see yourself? Are you getting excited? So yeah, even at that point, I did not think it could be as serious, as profound as he is. He was nearly 4 when he got his diagnosis, and even at that point, I did not see the autism as I see now. I did not realize it was as profound as it is now. And each time, at each stage, there was more concerns, there was more worries, I was more upset. At that first phone call that I got from the nursery, I was scared, I was worried. Then when the area Senko got involved, there was more fear, then more. And at the diagnosis, I remember I was heartbroken. And then I sort of managed to calm my emotions down, thinking he'll be okay, we're going to support him. And we continue to do that. We continue to do that even now. But as time goes on, I realize more and more that this could be more serious than I thought in year 1, in year 2, in year 3, even 2 months ago. Every time, every week, every month that goes by, a little bit more anxiety and a little bit more worry, a little bit more sadness grows in me, because as a parent you feel helpless, you feel you want to do something for your child and you want to help them, but it's completely out of your control. So all of this has been a very long journey. Sahib is going to be 6 in the summer. There's still no speech. I would say, in fact, a lot of the stuff is very similar to how it was when he was 2 or 3. Things like his mobility has improved. He's, as you can see, he's great at climbing. He's about to do that right now. He is attempting to get onto that windowsill, I'm sure. What's in your mouth? Eee, yucky. Yucky. So things like that have improved. He's got better at spinning on his chair. He's got better at swinging on the swings and the slides and everything. But in terms of his awareness, I would say there's been very little improvement. Some things like him being able to hold our hand and show us what he wants, there's been some improvement in those areas. But in terms of his awareness, if I ask Sahib, could you pass me this? Could you pick this up? Could you put this here? No, none of those things have improved. However, I will do my next video, and it'll probably be more so between 18 months to 3 years old now. That was probably the hardest stage, because from 18 months I was no longer able to use the push chairs as much, the high chairs as much. The naps stopped. He wasn't sleeping as much. They started to reduce, is what I mean. And he never slept much anyway, but what he was sleeping started to reduce. And I would say that was the hardest time. And as time goes on, it doesn't get any easier, but you learn to adapt. You start understanding what autism is. If you're a parent who's never had any experience of autism before and never seen it before, then you're learning through this, and that was what it was for me. Even today, I am still so unaware of so much, and every day is a learning curve, because autism isn't linear. Autism is a spectrum. So what each child goes through when they're on that spectrum is so different. So he got unsettled, so I had to stop recording, and I'm back in his room now, but he needs to go to bed. So in one of my videos, I mentioned to you guys about Sahib's obsession to do with the lights. So that's why we don't normally have a light bulb in his room. I just put that in today to do this video. So before I leave, I'm going to take that bulb out again, because otherwise this little monster gets really obsessed and he'll just be up all night turning the lights on and off. Right, Sahib? Say bye to everyone. Come on, we need to go to bed. You need to go to bed. Can we go to bed? So he's looking at himself. You can see himself. Oh, cute. Yeah. Can we go bed now? Can we go bed? Where's the trousers? Oh. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give mommy a hug. What are you doing? Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Good night, everyone. Good night. Am I too loud? Am I too loud? Say good night, everyone.